Hey guys, Frank Riga here with Remax West. Happy Monday. We are at the beginning of a fresh new week. As most of you know, we're rolling into the spring market now. In the real estate world, this is historically the busiest time and probably the best time of year to buy and sell real estate. With that comes along a few things that I think people often forget about. So I just want to give about 3 tips today. 3 good tips for buyers who are contemplating purchasing something, but often don't know where to start. Because generally what happens is the nice weather comes, people take the decision to purchase, and they get really, really excited. They jump on the MLS, they start searching for properties, they drive around neighborhoods, they call the listing agents, they book appointments, but they do all of this out of sheer excitement, and they forget to do the most important things. So my first tip, my first piece of advice to anyone who's thinking about buying in the spring market: pull your credit report. See where you stand. Make sure that your credit hasn't been compromised. Make sure that you stand strong. And the reason I ask you to do this is because when you do go to a bank for a pre-approval, they're going to want to A, see that. B, they're going to want to ensure that your credit is in good standing. And C, it may actually assist you in securing a better interest rate. So once again, just to reiterate, guys, step number 1, pull your credit report. You could even do it online. It's a quick, simple process. Equifax Canada does it. Put in your SIN number. I think it's about $25-30, and there you go. Tip number 2, talk to a reputable lender. Sit down with them. Find out what you're pre-qualified for. As most of you may or may not know, the rules changed. There's been a stress test that's been introduced, one last year, one this year. It can be tough to get financing. So sit down with someone, figure out what that golden number is, A, that you're pre-approved for, but B, that you're comfortable spending on a monthly basis. And just a further little tip, before doing so, some of the items that you may want to gather are a credit report, letter of employment, 2 recent pay stubs. Oftentimes they may ask for a notice of assessment or a T4. So start to compile this documentation, because I can almost promise you when you do sit down with a lender, they're going to ask you for that. And tip number 3, find yourself a reputable real estate agent. Now, I'm not saying it has to be me. Many people know many realtors. Ask someone to refer you to one, go online, read reviews, but make sure, guys, that you're working with someone who's knowledgeable, who knows the area or areas of interest very well, who's going to be very proactive in seeking out deals and ensuring to get you guys to the properties, very quickly when they come out. And the reason I say that is because generally in the spring market, there are a lot more buyers out there, which generally means a lot more competition. So if you're aggressively looking, you need an actively aggressive agent to be out there getting your foot through those doors sooner rather than later. So once again, those are my 3 tips that I like to offer to anyone contemplating buying real estate in this market of spring 2018. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, you can reach out to me anytime via phone, email, text, whatever it is, and I'd be happy to answer them for you. Thanks a lot and enjoy your week ahead.